Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, May 8th. I'm Janine Samuels.
And I'm Melissa Wright. Thanks for joining us this evening. The battle over the Muller report intensifies after negotiations with the Department of Justice. The House Judiciary Committee votes today on whether to hold Attorney General William Barr in contempt for not providing documents related to Robert Mueller's Russia report following the panel's subpoenas. Democrats insist that Barr turn over the full unredacted report. Right before the House Judiciary Committee, Chairman Jerry Nadler argued that 2 months of ignored requests for cooperation from the Justice Department was enough time for the committee to justify.
He says there will be no cooperation with the lawful demands of Congress for information. Congress shouldn't be looking anymore. The President King declares. The Supreme Court has repeatedly stated that it is an essential and integral aspect of our power under Article 1 to do fact-finding investigations for the people. James Madison said, knowledge will forever govern ignorance, and those who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power that knowledge gives. The people, through the Constitution, gave us that power. We must exercise it. If you act with contempt for the people and Congress, we will find you in contempt of the people and of Congress.
Meantime, President Trump has invoked executive privilege over the Mueller probe to block lawmakers from seeing the full report. Executive privilege is the president's power to keep information from the courts, Congress, and the public to protect the confidentiality of the Oval Office decision-making process.
The Coast Guard lieutenant accused of stockpiling firearms and drafting a hit list of prominent Democrats and journalists may soon be released from jail. A U.S. magistrate judge is ordering 50-year-old Christopher Hassan to 24-hour home detention with supervision at one of two Virginia homes, either his mother-in-law's rental home or a house owned by his father-in-law. Hassan is also required to wear an ankle bracelet. The magistrate is allowing prosecutors time to appeal his decision. Hassan has pleaded not guilty to pending charges. Well, this is Teacher Appreciation Week, a time where we honor educators for all the hard work they do in the classroom. But instead of celebrating, a local teachers union is protesting, calling today Teacher Unappreciation Day. The Prince George's County Educators Association held a demonstration at several schools this morning to highlight how many educators say they're underpaid and unappreciated. Currently, the teachers union is in the middle of contract negotiations with the school system. Members say school officials have rejected a proposal to increase planning time and to fix the pay scale.
We're going back to the same old things that we've been working in the school system. The same issues with teacher retention. We lose between 1,200 to 1,500 educators a year because they can go to surrounding jurisdictions and get compensated better. So that affects the children.
Medical system stepped down amid a scandal that led Baltimore City Mayor to resign last week. You may recall Baltimore City Mayor Catherine Pugh was accused of selling her self-published children's book to the University of Maryland Medical System, where she was on the board in an effort to cover up hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes. The system announced that board chairman Stephen Birch and member Kevin O'Connor have resigned effective July 1st. Dr. Scott Riffin's resignation is effective immediately in order to prevent conflicts with an ongoing agreement between his company, Real Time Medical Systems, and UMMS.
For a second time in a year, government computers in Baltimore City have been infected with ransomware, and the hackers are demanding cash in exchange of freeing the city's system. Officials say the tech systems have been targeted, but 911 and 311 were not affected. Teams had the ransomware quarantined by yesterday afternoon, but officials say it's not clear when the affected systems would be back online. And police need your help in locating a critically missing Hyattsville teen. 15-year-old Neptalia Rodriguez Gardardo was last seen Tuesday morning leaving the 3000 block of Madison Place in Hyattsville. According to a friend of Rodriguez Gardardo, she was planning to go to Texas with her boyfriend. She is described as 5 feet tall and was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt with white letters, khaki pants, and a pink backpack. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to contact police.
Police are still looking for the person who shot and killed a man in Oxon Hill. The victim is 24-year-old Revon Sims of Ivanhoe Street in Southwest D.C. Around midnight yesterday, officers responded to the 5200 block of Kentmont Road. There, they found Sims on the sidewalk suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Meantime, police arrest a peeping Tom in Tacoma Park. He is 23-year-old Wilmer Salgueras of D.C., who on May 2nd, Tacoma Park police responded to reports of a man using his cell phone camera to record women in the bathroom at the Mega Mart on University Boulevard. He was arrested yesterday.
If you're planning on using ride-sharing services to get around tonight, you may want to find an alternative. Thousands of Uber and Lyft drivers will be shutting off their apps this evening as part of a national protest in 8 major cities. Drivers of these popular apps are demanding better pay and working conditions. CTV spoke with residents about the strike.
I believe that they should get more money. It's a reliable source when you're trying to get somewhere.
I think they should get more money because they can help their family and buy food, because some jobs don't get paid a lot, and if they're getting paid really little, they should get paid more.
I suggest that they try to form a group and try to negotiate terms with the Uber company to better their pay.
The strike is expected to take place in D.C. from 8:30 to 10 p.m.